Broadcasting from somewhere in the Hollywood Hills.
You have arrived. We are Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast.
Dance Cast.
We are dance all day.
Every day.
All the time.
How'd I know you were going to say that?
Make sure that you join us on our website, infinitedancecast.com, or follow us on Twitter at iDanceCast or at Desiree Robbins.
Or at Nick Drago.
I was going to let you do that.
And welcome back to the show. Guess what?
What?
It's still hot outside.
It is. Well, it is like summer in Los Angeles. What do you expect? I just want you to know that that's with the air on. No, I'm kidding. That's how the studio is with the air on.
We want to thank you guys for joining us on the show today. Goodbye.
Nick's going to the pool.
You know what? I know. I wish I had a pool.
What was your morning that has made you so hot?
What, this morning?
Yeah. Just being with me.
I woke up and I was really hungry.
Yeah.
So I opened the fridge and I'm being bad today. I had some gabagool. Some nice gabagool in the fridge.
What is gabagool?
Gabagool. It's like capicola, as you call it, capicola.
I just think
that's
you're
my
saying
impersonation of a white
Coca-Cola.
person trying to say gabagool.
Okay. I won't say it, but...
Gabagool, say it.
Gabagool.
Yeah, it's like an Italian ham.
Oh. So it's like prosciutto.
Yeah, it's like prosciutto, but it's not. It's different.
Like prosciutto. You hear I got corrected.
Yeah, you got corrected, son.
But don't they say it differently in different parts of Italy, different dialect? You know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure in Italy they say gabagool, or capicola, but in New Jersey and New York and all the East Coast they say gabagool.
Okay, so this is what you had for breakfast: some Italian ham, some gabagool.
Some gabagool and some provolone.
Some provolone.
That's cheese.
Yeah, I do know that one. I mean, I might not know everything, but I know that.
Did you hear about what happened on the news last night?
No.
Me either. It's summertime. We hope all you guys are doing something fun. You know, we really want to encourage people to get out and exercise. Even though it's summertime, you got to drink a lot of water.
Well, yeah, but get out and exercise. I think that's why it's good to have a dog, because it forces me to walk 3 times a day.
That's very true.
It is, and even when I'm not feeling it, I gotta go.
You gotta go.
Just like traveling, I may not be feeling it, but I gotta go.
Yeah, well, they have your name plate on your seat. It says Desiree Robbins, Best American Airlines.
I don't know if I'm the best customer, because I do write letters.
You do right. Oh, I know. They gave... Okay, so Desiree and I, you'll remember a while back, we got stuck in Miami. Overnight, and we got extremely angry. American Airlines, I wrote them a nasty email, and they sent me 25,000 free air miles.
I am hoping that I wrote a handwritten letter and mailed it, like snail mail.
Like old school.
Yeah. So I better get the same, or I'm going to say, my friend Nick Drago just sent an email, and he got 25,000.
And watch, then they're going to take away my... And then I'll say, no, don't take away my...
They're not going to take it away, but they have to make it even.
Yeah.
So how long was your email?
It was long enough. It was like 160 characters.
Did you say they almost cost you a job?
Yeah, no, I did. I did. Yeah. I said, Nick Jr., well, they're going to be saving at least $250 if I get fired this week.
I know, that was crazy. See, sometimes you got to be very careful when you're flying home. Give yourself enough time, because he had to fly home right into working.
That happens.
It does happen.
So,
and I've had some unhappy times with the airlines lately, but we won't bore anybody else with my terrible stories.
Hey, we got a great guest on the show today.
I'm so excited.
Jillian Schmitz.
Yeah, good dancer.
Oh, she's awesome. And I just worked with her for a Kylie Minogue thing with this choreographer, Kati Jean. And Jillian is really good about being an assistant.
That's really interesting, Kylie Minogue, because, not to give it away, but she's one of my picks for my music today.
Is she really?
Yeah, so tell me about her.
Who, Jillian or Kylie?
Kylie.
What about her?
Well, you just worked with her on this job with
Well, she's not on the show.
I know, but I just want to...
Oh, I never met Kylie.
Darn it.
We just worked with the dancers.
Okay.
But it was cool. I mean, like, Jillian's really good because she's very organized, and she's one of those dancers that's extremely mature.
Yes.
As a performer, and if you need something to get done, it will get done.
Really?
Yeah, like you give her a note once, that's it. Don't worry about it.
She's just like...
It'll happen. Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. Like, she showed up to an audition once. We were working this Apple Industrial, and she showed up to this audition, and Rhonda Miller, who we love, she was like, okay, I'm looking for some sort of lift. And Jillian was like, you mean this? And she grabbed her guy, I can't remember who it was at the time, and just was like, you can't see what I just did, but that's the sound effect.
No, but it sounds good.
And all of a sudden, he had like flipped upside down.
Flipped him?
Something of the sort. And like, she booked a job from that, because Rhonda was like, I need something. And Jillian was like, let's do this. Boom, 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 boom. And then she got the job. Easy as that.
And the job, dancing, and then also assisting.
No, just dancing.
Okay,
I was the assistant.
Wow. Oh, you were. But
yeah.
So shouldn't you have been the one going something like this?
Yeah.
Shoo, shoo, shoo,
but part of being a good assistant is having smart people around you. You know why? Because they'll make you look smart.
Make you look smart. Well, you don't have to be smart, but they make you look that way.
That's true.
No, very excited that she's here. She's not a California native, right?
No, she's not. She's from Minnesota. And she's got a great story. Because it's a real story about struggle and hardship in Los Angeles. It's like a Grapes of Wrath type of story, but not so grim. But she really tells a real story, because a lot of people are like, oh yeah, I love Los Angeles, dude, great, I get to work. No, she tells it real. It's hard.
Yes.
It is difficult out here. So if you're going to be a professional, guess what? Get ready, because it's tough.
It is tough.
Yeah. But there's always light at the end of the tunnel. But we won't give away any more of the interview. So, right. Desiree, let's hear about your picks.
My music picks of the week. Nick, that's not very nice.
What?
He just took my paper and...
Look, that's what you listeners get for every week sending her music picks and never sending me.
Hey, no. Okay, so mine, because my first one, he just ate it. If you can see him, he has
only got a limited amount of time.
Oh my goodness sakes! My first one is called "Locomotion," and this is a great. Give me that back. It is Kylie Minogue, and it is from her live performance in Australia. It is a hot version of the Locomotion. Where are you? Oh, right at the top. See, he ate my thing. Now I have to read off something else. My second pick is entitled "Shine." I like the Freemasons Club mix. This is Luther Vandross. Can you believe that?
Oh, I love him.
He's so hot. But this is
he played my birthday once.
Yeah, he played in the CD player at your birthday?
Yeah.
Yeah,
yes.
Okay. And my last but not least, it is Uninvited. Do you remember this original?
You're uninvited.
Very nice.
I hate that song.
I like this version.
I'm just kidding.
This is the full-length extended mix, and it's also a Freemasons, mix. I need to know those things because, our listeners need to know.
I know. I just thought it was funny how I ate your paper earlier.
Yeah, I know.
I wasn't really paying attention.
Well, I did like the radio edit, so see, you had to type both when you could have just typed one.
Oh, I know. Well, I wanted to give them whatever.
Anyway, those are my three. They're online
at where?
InfiniteDanceCast.com.
Okay, I think it's way too hot to be doing a podcast today.
Okay, here.
Number one for me,
turns.
Remember Yesterday by Skid Row.
What happened yesterday?
Well, you have to listen.
Okay.
But if you don't remember, I can't tell you. I don't know. But it's a great song. Remember Yesterday by Skid Row. It's rock and roll. Of course it is. Number two is a song that I felt like got forgotten very quickly.
I'm dying to know.
I know you are. 6th Avenue Heartache by the Wallflowers.
I already forgot about it.
From the Dylan Kid.
Oh!
6th Avenue Heartache. You gotta, oh man, it's great. It's a good lyrical song. It's a good lyrical song.
Okay.
Number three is a song that was on Back to the Future.
Okay,
when
which one?
Marty McFly was playing all of them, because he was playing, the first two. He was playing the guitar.
Yes.
At the high school dance. Earth Angel.
Earth Angel.
That's it, by Buddy Holly. It's a nice little...
be mine.
Yeah,
it's
a little 50s love song. So, if you're looking to change it up, and hey, if you don't want to use this music to choreograph to, fine, don't. I don't care. But put it in your iPod.
I know. Well, actually, really good stuff. Really good stuff.
Oh, well, thanks.
I could see what you would do to that. You'd be such a character on Earth Angel.
I'm just a ham.
You'd eat some gabagool.
Atta girl.
Get your girl.
Gotta get my girl some gabagool.
And some provolone.
Mackenzie, give me the gabagool.
That sounds good.
She knows.
All right. Make sure you check out our music picks in our music pick section on our website or send yours into info@infinitedance.com.
We're going to hydrate. We'll be right back with Jillian Schmitz.
Flow 40 Dance Workshops is the nation's premier in-house dance experience. We come to you and offer dancers a personalized workshop in the comfort of their own studio. Build a customized schedule to best suit your student needs. Our faculty work in every facet of the entertainment industry. And now, for a limited time, Desiree Robbins is in the mix. Book her for your next workshop. We're available for booking year-round. Visit flow40dance.com or call 818-985-7005 for more information. Flow 40 Dance Workshops. Work hard, dance strong.
Hey, and welcome back. We are Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast.
Dance Cast.
We are dance all day, every day, all the time.
If you ask her what she's done lately, she'll tell you not much. That's a bold-faced lie. Her resume tells a very different story. She's been in Tropic Thunder, Meet Dave, A Christmas Carol, Jungle Book Part 2. She's worked with Domino's, Wendy's, Payless, Yo Mama Don't Dance, Boston Legal.
Hey.
She's been on Dancing with the Stars, True Blood. She's appeared on Jimmy Kimmel, the MTV Movie Awards, Scrubs, Ugly Betty, the Emmys, Ally McBeal. The list goes on and on.
And
Please
still going.
welcome to the show, Miss Jillian Schmitz.
Yay!
Hi, guys.
Hey.
Happy to be here.
Thanks for coming. That's the end of the interview.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. That's all I had to say, and that's all my credits. So we're done. Thank you.
So, and I thought that was interesting when I was Facebook stalking you and IMDb stalking you last night. I was like, this girl always says, oh, I'm not working, I'm not doing anything, but you really have a resume chock full of credits.
Well, it's a fallacy. People think that I'm always working, but I guess I should probably just start going with the flow and acting like I'm always working.
Yeah, I mean, what is always working? You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Consistency isn't always what it seems.
Oh, yeah. No, I hear you.
But when you look at the body of work, aren't you proud?
Yeah, I guess because the credits always seem sometimes bigger than the actual jobs seem. Sometimes the credit gives you this huge idea of what you think that is, and then in actuality, it was a blip on the screen for a millisecond, and your parents never even saw you. So
Right. But they'll see you doing background work on some little...
I am a professional background artist.
You are good at
I
it.
love it.
You are good at it. But you've worked with a lot of choreographers as the assistant choreographer, and you've got a really great mind for the business and for staging especially, which I think you're born with. Are you born with that?
I hope so, because I don't know if I can take any credit for actually learning that at any point in time. But thank you, Nick. That's so sweet of you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It just comes out of her.
Well, you know what the thing is about Jillian, when you're on set with her, you need to get your job done and get it done right, but you're not going to get yelled at. She's very clear, and
I'm going to do the yelling.
Yeah, well, if you don't do what you say, but I think you're pretty good at communication.
Yeah, that's definitely a strong point that I would say that I have. And there's a lot of things for up-and-coming dancers. It's not just about necessarily your dance ability or your talent. A lot of it has to do with your training in the sense of your professionalism, how you react to people, how you deal with people. Oftentimes, choreographers want problem solvers, not problem makers. And that can be everything from not complaining, but also just if you see a problem, fix it. If you see something that needs to be done, do it. Help everyone out. Be a team player. Don't just worry about yourself, because in actuality, very seldomly are you just dancing by yourself. You're working with a team of people. You're working with other dancers. You're working with an assistant. You're working with a choreographer. Oftentimes, there's also a director involved. So if you can think outside of yourself and be a team player, a lot of times that can very much make you in demand more than what your talent or your dance ability would be able to give you.
I think words of wisdom right there.
Well, yeah.
Words to live by.
And that goes along with the words of the great philosopher Vanilla Ice. If you got a problem,
Of course,
yo,
right?
I solve it. Check out the hook while Jillian revolves it.
That was
So
good.
check her out on
that
Facebook,
was
Jillian
quick.
Schmitz. It's SCHMITZ on Facebook.
Correct.
Do you respond to everyone who writes you?
I go back and forth. I'm trying to be a little more open. I have my page fairly private, so they actually might have to go to your page first, Nick, to find me.
Okay, that's fine. Write me a letter and I'll forward it to her. And so you're with Go-To Talent Agency, GTA, with Lisa Coppola.
Correct.
And if you want to book her, call 818-843-9800, or you can go to go-to-talentagency.com, contact them through the website, tell them you want Jillian Schmitz. tickets for your next bar mitzvah.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely. Well, and also, do you teach as well? Is that correct?
I do teach. I don't teach a lot, just because I'm
Busy?
I'm busy. I'm so busy. I'm going to try to make this not sound horrible, but I'm a little snobby when it comes to teaching because I like to teach people who really are interested in their training versus just more of a hobby or more of a babysitting thing.
People just wanting choreography class.
Yeah.
You want to train people.
Yeah,
Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes. I'm very interested in people that are really interested in doing what I do, and even if they're not interested in doing what I do, that they're very interested in their dance training.
The art
in the
form.
moment. Yes, absolutely.
Right. No, I agree with that. People don't want to train as much these days, and so you're getting the ones that are really wanting to go somewhere, not just do somebody's dance.
Yeah, I definitely don't teach just to teach them for the money. I would actually rather take less money and more serious students than more money and less serious students.
And where can we find any of your classes, or do you do a lot of different studios? Do you set up your own?
Well, they got to write me a Facebook message.
Right, absolutely.
I have to go through Nick, who's my new manager now as of today.
Right.
I teach at the Performing Arts Center in Van Nuys, Los Angeles, and right now I teach a Jazz 5 there, but it is a private enrollment through that school.
Very cool.
But I do also teach a salsa class, which is open to adults on Friday nights from 7 to 8 p.m., 7932 Haskell Street in Van Nuys, the Performing Arts Center. And there's some really good deals for the guys and the girls for that class. So it's an hour social
cool.
salsa class. Yeah.
And if you're coming out this summer to take class,
Right.
or this fall, just tell them Infinite Dance Cast sent you when you see Jillian, and she will not give you a discount, but she'll give you a high five.
Yes, a really good high five.
Now, if they are coming from out of town, the Jazz 5 invitation only, is there a way to get in that, or is this seriously?
I do subclasses at the Performing Arts Center from time to time, so that might be a good way to also have me as a teacher. But I also can really, really strongly recommend that any class at the Performing Arts Center, the teachers there are very specific. They're very caring. You have lots of room to dance. You're not going to fight for dance space. You're going to get a lot of really good information, and you're going to get a lot of really good training from people who are really doing what we're doing.
Awesome. I love it.
We're here with Jillian Schmitz, one of my favorite people.
Mine too.
Oh, she's just jumping on the
jumping
bandwagon.
in, yeah.
Anyways, but we're happy to have her here. Again, she's with GTA, Go-To Talent Agency. Check them out online if you want to book her. Also, so you're going to stick around for another little segment here.
Yes, I can stay for a little longer before I have 8 jobs that I have to get to.
That's what we like to hear.
Yeah.
We're here with Jillian Schmitz. We'll be right back.
As dance teachers, we spend countless hours editing music. Save time with professional audio engineers. Professional music edits for competition start as low as $49. Clean cuts at affordable rates. Give your dancers a leg up on the competition. Email them for a quote. Visit dezworld.com. That's DEZ world.com for more details.
Hey, this is Jason Meyer, and I'm always listening to Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast on iTunes. Are you?
Dance.
Welcome back. We are Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast.
Dance Cast.
You can follow us on Twitter at iDanceCast. Check us out.
So we got Jillian here in the studio. Jillian, tell us when you moved to Los Angeles and why you moved to Los Angeles. Or whatever. Just tell us something.
Why?
Why?
What? Yeah, why?
What was your motivation?
Where are you from, by the way?
I'm actually originally from Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Okay.
Oh, that's where Jason Meyer's from.
Yes, Midwest.
I mean, Doug,
shout out.
Doug Caldwell.
Yes.
Jason Meyer's
Get
from
him
somewhere
up.
else.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
He's from Chicago.
Anyway,
Way to go,
Minnesota.
I messed up.
Minnesota turns out some amazing talent.
I suck.
They have a lot of competition there, yeah.
Oh my
definitely.
gosh, yeah.
Definitely growing
That's
up.
tough. So
I guess I decided to move to Los Angeles when I was a junior in high school, which is actually fairly late to make that decision, I guess. But I couldn't really imagine doing anything all day long and getting paid for it, but dancing. So that was kind of my answer. My parents were pressuring me to make a decision, and I somehow weaseled them into letting me come out here, which had I waited a couple years, because I was 18 when I moved out here, I don't think would have ever happened. It was sheer naivety that got me out here, because the older you get, the more you start to realize what am I doing?
Yeah.
What was I thinking?
Bad life choices.
Yeah, when you're young, yeah. But it did turn out well for me. As far as how I got started and everything, I can give you the movie version or the true story based on.
Give us the movie version first, and then the true story.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so the movie version was, I moved out when I was 18. I auditioned for an apprenticeship for 2 years at the Performing Arts Center.
Okay.
And then I started working professionally after that. That's the movie version.
That was nice.
That's a nice version.
Wow, it's just like a Cinderella story.
And,
really
for
is.
those
American
of you
dream.
out there, you got to know that Performing Arts Center does have a really nice
Facility, great teachers,
right? And
faculty.
that's what she did, a 2-year program. Okay.
So that's the movie version. The real true story is I did move out at 18. I did do a 2-year apprenticeship, which was I definitely needed. Coming from Minnesota, I did not have enough training to substantiate the work and career that I was going to want and need just coming out here from a small studio in Minnesota. So that was imperative to my dance career, and I do every day really, really, really appreciate that I did that. I'm absolutely no regrets with the program. I needed that coming out here. After that program, I was really hyped about auditioning and going out, and I was going to take the world by storm. That was not exactly what happened to me. It took me a really, really long time to book a job from an audition, to become consistent. What it ended up being was it was my persistence that led to the consistence. And I'm still persistent and still very self-motivated, and that, in my opinion, along with my training and talent and whatnot, is how I've been able to survive in this industry in Los Angeles. So I think a lot of people get this idea that whether it's from So You Think You Could Dance or whatnot, that you just can kind of have your big break. I'm still waiting for my big break. Have you gotten yours, Nick?
I did Fresh Beat Band a lot.
Okay, so you're done. You've made it. You've
Top
made
of the mountain,
Right.
baby.
Your
You
big
made it.
break.
And there ain't much room up here.
And you, Desiree, what was your big break?
I don't know. I think I'm still searching for that
Me too,
myself.
me too.
I mean,
Okay, good.
had we not have So You Think You Could Dance, I don't think a lot of people would be able to have that defining moment.
Well, what really is a defining moment?
Well, that's
Jillian,
right.
I'm
It's
looking
all
at your
different.
resume here. We've worked together a few times. We did the One Republic video where you were assistant choreographer on there, and we worked on Finger 11 together. Did you remember that?
I remember
you did
that,
Paralyzer, right?
yes, but I don't remember.
I don't remember.
You know what? We didn't know each other that well, and there's a lot of dancers on that. So
There was.
we might not have been able to actually really connect on that one.
But I mean,
that's
look at
awesome.
this. Like Tropic Thunder, that was huge.
Huge, yeah.
True Blood. I mean, that's big. I mean, what is the top of the mountain for you? I mean, what's one job that you haven't done that you want to do?
You know what? Honestly, any job that's paying me, I want to do. If the paycheck comes on time, I'm there.
Right.
Well, and it keeps you doing a lot of different things. You might get bored fast.
Yes, no, that is something that I have to say about LA is if you enjoy a lot of different things, if you have a hard time doing the mundane, the same, the day-to-day, LA is a great place for that. I enjoy going job to job. I mean, who wouldn't? But I enjoy the difference of each
Right.
job, and
Right.
each job is different. Each job is short, quick, in and out. But it is also hard because that paycheck week to week isn't always there,
Right.
unless you happen to get really lucky on a very specific job. But there are dance jobs available that are consistent. In Vegas, there are dancers that can work many
Sure.
weeks, many years on a contract there. In New York, obviously, if you get a Broadway show, something like that, you can be consistent. So
Right.
if you do want that consistency, there is a niche for you in this industry. You just have to find where that would be.
Well, and real quick, I want to talk about your blog.
Oh, yes.
Tell us about your blog.
The blog I started because a lot of my friends thought, and maybe they're lying to me, that I have a funny take on things in life. And when I write on Facebook about them, they told me I should start a blog. So I did start a blog. It's called schmitzandsass.tumblr.com/. I do have to say, though, it is cynical in nature. It is for humor. It is to align with dancers and their angst in this industry from time to time. And it is an article format, but it is a little bit adult content in some of the wording I use, and some of the pictures are a little more artistic. So I would suggest, maybe 18 and older.
Sure.
If you're younger, it wouldn't upset you too horribly, but just
better get
a little
parents'
warning.
permission.
Yeah,
Parents'
we get a
permission.
parental.
Yeah.
And your parents can read it first, and they can decide maybe
For
if they.
instance, before anybody gets some crazy ideas in their head, let's tell them what this latest blog is.
The latest blog is dedicated to all the dancers that have ever been to, are coming from right now, or going to an audition, and any choreographer that may or may not remember what it's like to be on the other side of the table. So
Right, that's true.
it is the my Jillian's top 10 audition pet peeves.
I
So,
love it. See, I love it.
Can you give us maybe number 10 or something? Give us a little taste.
a little taste would be. This is a more subtle pet peeve of mine, and it's probably for a dancer that's been around for a couple of years and haven't experienced a lot of auditions, and that is I call grocery shopping on an empty stomach. And what that is when you go to an audition and the producers or the choreographer who is holding the audition have no idea what they want. And it's kind of like grocery shopping on an empty stomach. So you
love it.
So you go to the grocery
really
store.
good.
You go to the grocery store on an empty stomach, and you're ravished. You just need food, so you're grabbing everything. Everything looks good. Pizzas, chips, whatever, fruit, whatever. Oh, this looks good. And let's say, for instance, you're not particularly fond of green beans, but on this day you're so hungry. They look really good. You're like, you know what?
Right
I
now,
could eat
you
those.
might
I
be
could eat
eating
green
those.
beans. So you buy 5 cans of them. You get home. You eat the pizza. You're full. You feel satisfied, and then you look at those green beans and you're like, why did I buy green beans? I hate green beans. They're sitting on your shelf till they're expired or a canned food drive. And I relate that to auditions simply because if a producer or choreographer doesn't have a specific idea in mind, they keep everyone. They're cutting no one. It's not getting down to the bare bones simply because they don't know what they're looking for. And that's what I call grocery shopping on an empty stomach. And after you've been out here and you've gone to quite a few auditions, you start to notice those particular auditions where they're grocery shopping on an empty
hilarious.
stomach.
And you'll
That
know
is
those right
hilarious.
away. I bet you can walk in
Yeah, you
and go,
see, and you're
"Hey."
like, okay, they may say they have an idea in mind, but in actuality, they're not cutting anybody. They're keeping everyone. It's going on, and you're like, these people don't have any idea what they want, so they're keeping everyone because just in case they might want the green beans. I don't know,
And
And
you're
that becomes time.
and,
Yes.
and I'm like you. I'm like, let's be efficient here.
Yes.
I don't want to waste my time, and you don't want to waste your time. And,
You would think.
And we've talked about this on jobs before too.
I know,
where
but
it's like,
sometimes when you're back there on the other side, yeah, your pressure's different.
It is.
yeah, I
And
understand
I'm not dissing or not dissing. I'm just saying,
It is,
Yeah.
and I do think I have to say that the top 10, it is very pro dancer in the sense of something you can commiserate with when you've had a bad audition or just a bad day or a bad couple weeks or a bad year.
good
Yeah.
laugh.
But in actuality, I do think that a majority of the choreographers or assistants or producers holding auditions do have your best interest in mind. They do want to give everyone a really good shot. They want to be time efficient, and a lot of times it takes a lot of time because there's a lot of people and they do want to see everyone. So you have to, try to be as patient for as long as you can and just really appreciate that they're trying to see everyone because that means you're going to be seen as well.
So make sure you check out her blog, schmitzandsass.tumblr.com.
//
Your Kevin Bacon number is 2. Did you know this?
What does that mean?
Everyone in Hollywood is connected to Kevin Bacon within 6 movies.
Oh no, I know I'm connected to him because
You're-
there's I know someone who
You're
gonna find out,
You're
look.
in Barry Monday with Cole S. McKay, who's
Okay.
in Super with Kevin Bacon.
Amazing.
That's unbelievable.
Yes.
That's the best number we've had so
That's
far.
almost
the
one.
best
That's almost
number.
like if you knew Kevin Bacon and I knew you.
I know.
That's
No,
close.
that's exactly it.
That's so cool.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's quick. We're kind of out of town. Out of town. Oh man, it's hot
We
outside.
are just so thankful you came by, Jillian.
Oh, thanks so much for having me, you guys.
Anytime you got something, come on back and talk to us.
Yeah, and if you want to book her, GTA, Lisa Coppola, 818-843-9800. And we'll see you next time.
Yeah, see you on TV. Hopefully.
And we'll see you at the movies.
Flow 40 Dance Workshops is the nation's premier in-house dance experience. We come to you and offer dancers a personalized workshop in the comfort of their own studio. Build a customized schedule to best suit your student needs. Our faculty work in every facet of the entertainment industry. And now, for a limited time, Desiree Robbins is in the mix. Book her for your next workshop. We're available for booking year-round. Visit flow40dance.com or call 818-985-7005 for more information. Flow 40 Dance Workshops. Work hard, dance strong.
Easy to make and take with you on the go. Welcome to Food to Go with Steph and Ro.
I'm Steph.
I'm Ro. This week's healthy snack is the Cran Orange Delight.
It's delightful.
Sure is.
The ingredients you'll need are 1 orange, some dried cranberries, and some raw almonds.
All you do to make this snack is, you peel your orange. I like to start my process actually with taking an orange from my orange tree.
Oh, she's so lucky.
I have the best orange tree.
Right in her backyard.
Yeah, well, that's what you get, Orange County.
That's how you lower your carbon footprint.
Takes no fossil fuels to get to my backyard. So you peel it up. Sometimes I even cut into smaller chunks with my oranges. Then you just mix it up with your dried cranberries and your almonds.
Yeah, I'm going to eat it with my fingers, of course.
Yeah, no, me too, actually, for this one.
Yeah. The thing about this snack, though, is the almonds get a little soggy if you pack it early and then take it and try to eat it like 8 hours later.
Yeah, no, it's more of an immediate snack. But you're, again, getting the benefit of more than one food group.
Yeah.
So you're getting in your vitamin C and your antioxidants from the fruits. Manganese, no
Proteins,
big deal.
vitamin E.
And then your protein and your vitamin E from the almond.
The snack is killing it.
We know a lot.
We know so much.
Dried cranberries. Let me tell you about where I like to buy my dried cranberries.
Bulk bin.
Bulk bin. Special grocery stores are favorites.
Sprouts, Henry's.
Henry's Farmers Market's my favorite. Whole Foods.
So good.
These places are awesome because they have bulk bins where you can buy things like nuts, dried fruit, whole grains.
Less sugar, less processed.
But their produce there, they also get a lot of local produce. So once again, you are reducing the carbon footprint.
Yeah.
You're supporting farmers in your local region.
So good, you could even ride your bike to the store. Huh.
Talk about really reducing your carbon footprint.
Man,
Getting
man.
crazy. Well, enjoy this week's healthy snack, the Cran Orange Delight.
Thanks for listening. Visit infinitedancecast.com and click on the Food to Go menu
To check out this week's healthy snack. Join us here every week.
on Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dancecast.
Have a healthy week.
Have a healthy week.
Facebook.
High five.
Easy to make and take with you on the go.
Vegetables rock.
Hey, this is Alex Wong, and you're listening to Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dancecast.
Hey, and welcome back. We are Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dancecast.
Dancecast.
That's right. That was Jillian Schmitz. She decided to stick around.
She's hanging out for the end. Well,
I guess your job got delayed.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yes, my call time got changed.
Isn't that something else when that happens?
Yeah,
Need
that's-
some water.
Yes, please. Where's my craft service?
There.
Right
It's-
there.
It's pomegranate. It's pomegranate lemonade. I've been drinking it for a few weeks, but it's good for you.
I can taste the fermentation.
nice.
You can just kill the rest of that. Yeah, go ahead.
Nice.
That's the only parting gift you get as a guest on this show.
That's
a
right.
martini, Nick? Are you drinking?
No, it's water with pomegranate lemonade, Crystal Light.
He's trying to make his water more exciting. Is what's going
She's
on.
all choked up because
Yeah,
she's
I'm sorry.
excited to be here.
I have a cold because that's what happens when you come back from tour.
Oh yeah, tell us about your own tour. That's good.
One more
good.
cough and then I'm good.
I
Okay.
know, you're asking her as she's having
I
a
know.
coughing
I'm
attack.
having a coughing attack because at least when I go on tour, I always come back with some kind of a cold just because you're probably not sleeping. Just because you're probably not sleeping as much as you'd like. You're meeting fans, shaking a lot of hands and whatnot, and, sleep and staying up and having fun. You always come
They'll
back
come
with a little
later.
something. Yes.
Yeah, you don't worry about everything. You just do it all.
Yep. That's
So where have you
who are
been?
you on tour with?
His name is Mickey Avalon. He is, I can't say he's completely underground, but he's been around for a little bit. He has quite a powerful fan following. And his songs I would probably liken to a humor that Eminem sometimes has in his rap, although this artist is kind of a hip-hop rock rap guy.
That sounds very cool.
And his content is very explicit. So before I hype him up too much, definitely explicit material. But he's a really, really kind man. I have a lot of fun dancing for him. He has two other dancers, Hannah Feldner-Shaw and Stephanie Spansky. And so we all trade off. Sometimes we all dance for him. And it's actually one of my favorite things to do because we get to do our own choreography and our own creative ideas.
And who's the choreographer on that job?
Actually, there isn't one. It's me, Steph, and Hannah. So
Hey-yo.
yeah, so it's nice that we get to kind of Stephanie is been doing it the longest, and she's come up with some of the original choreography that we do for some of his really well-known hits, like Jane Fonda and stuff like that. So we get to be creative in this aspect, and that's why it's one of my favorite jobs.
Sounds fun.
Now, you and I worked together. Jillian hooked me up. She called me, or this choreographer, Kati Jean, called me a while back. She's working on the Kylie Minogue tour.
Okay.
And Jillian had suggested to bring me in, which, thank you. But one thing that she's really good at in rehearsal is giving suggestions to choreographers without coming across too strong or trying to tell them what to do, even though Jillian knows what she's suggesting is correct.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's not always true, but to be open to the possibility that maybe you're onto something and maybe you're not. There's definitely always a way to say and do everything, and it's also, you have to pay attention to someone's, I guess there's a psychic element to it in a sense, because you have to know how that choreographer is working, and if you don't know them that well, you have to really tread carefully, and and you can say whatever you want, is how you say it. So you can always ask someone, may I offer a suggestion, or how can I help you in this moment, instead of, why don't you do this, that's probably not the best. Why don't you just do this? That doesn't, even if it seems obvious to you, and it may not be where they're going, you can't completely crawl into their brain. So it's always in how you ask things. There's many times in a dancer's life where they have conflicts and they want to try to do two jobs at once. Everything can be possible as long as you ask, and as long as you do it as politely and as and deal with every situation as gentle as possible. Always be honest with someone. I have this other job. Your job is more important because I booked it first, but may I leave early to do this? Is that possibility? Right. I'm not saying, it's all in how you approach things and
delivery.
Everything. Yes, it's all in the delivery.
Words of wisdom. We want to send a special thank you to our producers, Michael on the Boardwalk Benicos, and Dave Ladle of Love Lagana. I don't know.
Oh, man.
For producing our show. And we also want to thank Jillian for sticking around.
Well, thank you guys.
Oh, man, our pleasure. We'll have to have you come back.
Absolutely.
Anytime.
All right. We're here each and every week. Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast, infinitedancecast.com. Check us out on Twitter, @idancecast, @Nick Drago, and @Desiree Robbins.
Don't forget, see you next week.
See ya.